Hi everybody, Shannon and Karen with Wandering Out Yonder. Today we are in the beautiful Michaud State Forest here at Caledonia State Park to share with you a really cool gadget that we're trying out. It's called the Joulle Portable Electric Kettle, and they call it a portable chef.
So one very important thing for Karen and I on the go in the van is something that is easy to use. It takes up very little space, and I'm always about a one pot stop. That is only one thing then at the end of the night that I have to clean. So that's a bonus right off the bat for me.
Shannon and I are going to share with you guys today several meals that we're going to be making with this, and one is for lunch today. We are going to be making our own ramen meals. So we have some of the Chinese ramen noodles right here. This is a dehydrated vegetable soup mix that we're going to be putting into it, and I have some chicken broth. So we're going to cook that up today, and we're going to share with you how well that turns out and how quickly we are able to use this cool little pot to make our lunch today.
All right, so then, if you guys have watched any of our videos, we are also big into tea time after dinner. So we're gonna make our tea using the Joulle tea kettle. And then as a bonus, at the end,
we're gonna be making popcorn.
That's right, we're gonna be making some popcorn.
This cool item has 3 functions on it. One is called the eat function, and that is where it would continuously cook something for you, like if you're making a soup or a stew or something like that. And the other one is called a pop function, which is to make popcorn. All right, so this is kind of a cool little gadget. It's a stainless steel, and it's made for durability and longevity. It has a heat-proof cup sleeve, which you can see right here. It's a nice soft, and it's got a handle on it, so that's nice and convenient. And from what we understand, it rapidly boils within 5 minutes, and we're going to be testing that theory as we're preparing our food today. So as promised, the water was boiling within 5 minutes, which we were pretty impressed with. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to add in our dehydrated vegetables. That's about a cup or so of dehydrated vegetables, and some of my bone broth. This is dehydrated, so you just add it to water. So now we're just going to let the dehydrated vegetables hydrate for a bit in this hot water. And we're going to add our ramen noodles to it and start it back up to a boil and let it cook. What they call the eat function actually is the cooking function. And we're going to see how long this takes. Okay, so we have allowed the veggies to hydrate for a little while, about what, 5 minutes or so? In the hot water, and we turned it back on. We're going to let them boil for a few minutes, and then we're going to add the ramen noodles to it. And again, this is a real basic soup recipe, but we wanted to test it out using the new Joulle that we have to see if this would be something that would be beneficial to us for our van life and our camping, either on road trips or just like camping with friends and family, that sort of thing. Okay, so this is now a nice rolling boil in here, and I would recommend that you take the lid off when you're in the cooking mode, which is called the eat mode on this dial down here. You see it? That causes a continuous boiling type of cook. I think the drink mode is a less of a heat, and so maybe if you have some of the food that you're preparing, you might even be able to use the drink mode on this. But the eat mode is what we're using, which is boiling the water, as you can see, in the broth and the veggies. And it's what we're going to be using when I put the ramen noodles in. So I'm getting ready to do that. So I'm just going to kind of break these up in here. They shouldn't take too long. bit more water to this. And if you guys look inside the container, there is a max fill line, which we are at. And I'm going to show you. See this right here? Right there. It says max fill. This holds about 16 ounces of liquid, and you are not supposed to fill it past that max fill line. So just so you know that as well. All right, so we're going to let this come to a boil and we'll see what happens here. That's quite a lot of food there.
Yeah, so that used about 10% of our portable power from start to finish, but in all fairness, we did stop and start it 2 or 3 times to add some stuff, because this is the first time we've tried this recipe.
So this is a pretty good either lunch or dinner type meal,
and definitely enough for both of us.
All right, so this one 16-ounce container, sorry it's a little bit dirty right now, but has provided 2 pretty good sized meals, I would say. So all right, mix it in.
Karen.
All right, it's popcorn time, everybody. Shannon and I decided to make our popcorn. We're going to sit and watch some YouTube. Now, just so you know, there are some specific instructions that come with how you make popcorn in this, and I'm going to follow the instructions. But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and pour the oil in. And turn it on to the pop function. If you look on the bottom of the Joulle here, there's a pop function right there at the end. One more snap over. There we go. All right. So, according to the directions, you are to fill the lid with the popcorn. I'm going to go ahead and pour the popcorn in the bottom of the pot. Okay. I'm going to wait and see how this turns out.
All right, Karen, it sounded like it's done to me.
Yeah, I think we're on our last popped kernels in there. So we're going to turn it off. It's still popping just a little bit. Give it a second here. All right. Now, we probably could have put more kernels in here, but this is what Shannon and I put in here. I'm going to take this apart. All right, so I'm sure if we had put more kernels in here, this is the first time we tried it, you could make a nice large bowl of popcorn, but look at that. All right, so as you guys have seen, we have utilized the Joulle tea kettle to prepare our lunch today, and it also helped us prepare our dinner tonight. So right now, as many of you know, one of the things Shannon and I love to do at the end of the day is to make some hot tea and go for a little walk, and we call that tea time. So right now we're utilizing a Joulle to heat up some water. We have it on the drink setting, and we have about 16 ounces of water in there, and it's getting ready to boil, I think. So we're going to make some tea, and we're going to go for a little walk. It's been maybe a minute and a half from start to finish. Even on that drink setting, you can see the steam coming out of the kettle. And like we told you before, the lid on this piece has an opening, so you can just, like a pour spout, so you don't have to take the lid off. So Shannon's going to pour our hot water into our cups, and we're going to go for a little walk. Right, going for a walk. All right, everybody, the end of our day, we're out on our walk. Just wanted to say thanks, Joulle, for letting us try out your pretty cool little tea kettle. Again, guys, we were able to prepare a soup today. We boiled water for pasta for dinner.
Pasta surprise.
Made some popcorn, watched a little YouTube, and then we had our tea, and now we're out for a walk. But we just wanted to say thanks. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you get a chance to check out the website, there's a link below. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.